heyitsfeiii, get this. Micro darts that shoot into the nucleus of your zits. Today's video is sponsored by zitsticka. I love this brand so much. I'm so excited I'm working with them. Today we're going to talk about how we can target drama at our zits part, aka zitsticka. This is super new and innovative skincare we're talking about, so I highly recommend you guys to sit down and let's talk pimples. Delicious. If you guys haven't heard of zitsticka, basically it's a pimple patch. To make this more clear, if you think of a Cosrx pimple patch, those are more like a flat hydrocolloid patch versus zitsticka that actually has microdarts that penetrate and deposits targeted actives into the zits nucleus. It's almost like, do you want to just treat the surface pimple, or do you actually want to treat the root of that pimple? You can kind of think of this a micro dart pimple patch as it's shooting a first aid kit onto the site of drama. Calm down here. I am going to be leaving a link and a code for these products down below, but let's not talk about that yet. Let's talk about our underground zits. The fetus that we never knew we had. You know, we're technically pregnant with all these zits and we don't even know it. So how do we prevent it? Listen, Linda. These pimple patches are amazing. I've already gone through 2 boxes. Like as soon as I feel a bump, I freak out and then I go through a box so fast. So these ZIT stickers targets underground, upcoming, blind, hormonal zits. You kind of need it during the time of the month, if you know what I'm talking about. The micro dart technology behind this product is actively releasing ingredients beneath the surface of the skin into the heart of the pimple. Crazy, I know. Okay guys, I think it's super important that you guys know how this works, so I'm gonna guide you guys step by step like the BFF I am. As you guys can see, very space friendly, so we don't have to waste so much packaging. So zitsticka actually provides you with 2 steps, the Killa and the Killa. Killa. Basically step 1 and step 2. Now the first step is the Killa. Essentially this does what it says, it cleans your skin. What I absolutely love about the Killa is that it contains 4 of the main ingredients: salicylic acid, tea tree oil, alcohol, and vitamin E. As you guys can already see, there is a underneath zit forming. You can kind of see because of the redness right under my chin. This is definitely from all the hormones that my body is going through, and girl, trust me, I can feel it. Once you feel it and it hurts, love to torture. So I'm gonna take the Killa and just start rubbing this area. Now don't be alarmed, there is a distinct smell to it, and honestly it's just the alcohol that you're smelling. Now I did mention the 4 ingredients earlier. Salicylic is amazing for unclogging pores because it kind of breaks down the keratin plug. And if you don't know what a keratin plug is, it's basically the buildup that clogs your hair follicles. Get that nice and clean. Now the tea tree oil is actually there to help restore the natural oil balance that we still need just to ensure that we're not stripping away too much moisture. Along those 2 we have vitamin E, which is going to help cell regeneration. So you can think of it as healing, kind of like reducing visibility to this bump that we don't want. So. And lastly, I did mention alcohol, and this is basically to just disinfect the area, especially because we want less drama at the site. Less drama, more positive vibes. That's what we're aiming for. Okay, so now it's time for step 2, my favorite part. This is the Killa, cause it be killing. This right here is the Killa Spot Clarifying Micro Dart Patch for all the early bird zits. Not today. The amazing 4 ingredients that this contains is actually hyaluronic acid, oligopeptide 76 or OG 76, salicylic acid, and niacinamide. It comes very secured and non-exposed to anything, so we're gonna have to break that. We're gonna be the ones taking its healing powers. I freaking love this. You have no idea. Forget cuddling at night, dude. Wear your micro dart patches. That's more important. It's because I feel more secure at night, you know? Oh, the satisfaction of peeling this. I want to become a professional peeler when I grow up. Okay, so as you guys can see, the bump is right where the mole is. I'm gonna attach the patch. Right on. Just like that, and hold it for a couple seconds. So I mentioned hyaluronic acid, and this is basically a moisture magnet. Okay, I can literally take my finger off now. I'm sorry. Hyaluronic acid is actually a really good buddy to zit products because it's gonna refrain from any dryness that you don't want around in that surface area. So overall, it's good for your skin, sensitive or not. So the OG76 is a potent but very gentle antimicrobial peptide. Think of this as the zit melting process and also the tightening and firming process, because that's what most peptides do. And you can't forget the improvement of texture. Now, salicylic acid, we've already mentioned this. It's basically to just take away all the excess sebum and unclog that area, ready for duty. Woohoo. Now, niacinamide. Okay, this is the reduction of the redness that you see, and it's gonna help improve the appearance of the large pores and also uneven skin tone. Think of it as it goes in. It toughens up the walls of your skin by building cells. Oh, and actually one thing I learned about niacinamide is that it's actually really good at protecting your zits from environmental stress. And I didn't know that until I did my research. And also, it actually helps manage that problematic site and also even inhibit excess oil production, which can cause more zits. Sorry, I'm getting too excited. So again, to recap, you want to swipe the affected area and then apply the patch. And the microdarts will actually dissolve within 2 hours. Now, the best case scenario is to actually use this overnight like you would a normal pimple patch, but if preferred, you can wear this out during the day because it is translucent. I definitely recommend using it overnight because I feel most secure when I have it on for multiple hours. You just kind of know that it's working its best. Okay, this is kind of TMI, very. I normally always break out with hormonal zits down there. I mean, in between my thighs. I think it kind of stems from my hormonal changes that I'm going through right now. Going through some things. And also just working out in general. I get bumps in between my thighs because they're rubbing together or like, I don't know. Tell me I'm not the only one. Whenever I feel hard bumps forming or like hurting, that's a better term, I immediately gravitate towards zitsticka. I swipe and cleanse that area with the Killa and then I take the Killa, press it on immediately. I actually have 2 on right now. And let me tell you, first of all, it reduces the pain. It kind of shields the affected area from touching my other thigh, I guess, the rubbing. And secondly, it's really good for hygiene. I know that nothing else can pollute that area because it's carefully concealed, protected. So if anything, whenever I go to the gym and I know I'm gonna be like sweaty down there, I put on the stickers. And also knowing that the microdarts are like actively going in to kind of soothe that area down so I don't wake up with a huge zit down there is a blessing in disguise. TMI, but I wanted to share anyways. It's not gross at all. And another thing, recently I've gotten on birth control and I'm an open book. This shouldn't be taboo to talk about, but my body is going through a lot of hormonal changes, especially with like different spikes in different heights. With that leading up to the fact that my skin is also going through a lot of changes. So I do feel painful hormonal underneath the surface bumps that are definitely gonna form into zits if I don't take first-hand demand action. So I've just been so grateful towards these stickas. And again, it's so good for hygiene, which is great because it prevents your fingers from wandering around and touching that area, which causes more bacteria buildup, especially when you have contact with your zit and your fingers, because your fingers be, I don't know where they be, but they be somewhere with stuff. So one more thing I want to touch base on is, can zitsticka be used on a whitehead or a blackhead? Is it appropriate for superficial zits? So Killa, the second step, basically the microdart patch, actually works best on a certain type of pimple. We're definitely aiming for the blind, the undefined, upcoming, and hard to reach zit. Kind of like the deep cystic shiners that pulse like a baseline. You know those. Oh, we know. The upcoming ones that leave you feeling helpless. So to answer that question, Killa would not work on a whitehead or a blackhead. It is there to address the hard underneath zits that we foresee coming our way when we are very zit prone. That is it for this video. I really do hope that you guys learned something new today. Again, get on it. Get on the new innovated microdart patches. I'm gonna leave a direct link down below if you want to check out the product. And also, you can use my code FEI20 to save 20% if you decide to purchase some of these pimple patches to treat your pimple zits that I have all the time now because I'm just hormonal and zit melting is the new thing. So check out the product and ask questions. I'm gonna try my best to answer you guys. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, I'm sending love.